Okay, so welcome back. Let us continue building our hospital system. This is, I think, the 17th or 18th video. If you've missed anyone, you can go back to check and watch anyone you missed. We want to build our login page. We've already done our registration page, and it works. It registers and does a few checks. So now we want to build our login page. What we need for login, I don't know if we already talked about that. We talked about registration. For login, we need their email and then their password. So this is what we need to be able to log them in, and then we can display after login on their dashboard. We can check the access level they have based on these three levels that we've created, and so on and so forth. So we just need to firstly build our page, add the form that we need. So let's be lazy and copy the form from here. I have a form here. I'm going to just copy this form. It's really big. I don't know why I'm copying everything. Um, but it's better, I mean, for me anyway, it's easier for me to just copy a big form and reduce it to what I want than typing everything again. So my login page, this is my login page and my form is going to be here. I do not need department. My button is going to say login. Okay, I need to spell it right. I do not need the patient or whatever. I do not need the gender. I already have that in my database. I need their password, obviously, and I need their email, which is all I need. I don't need their first name or last name or whatever. Um, so I'm requesting for their email and their password. And that's all I need really. And all the checks that we have on the form is still there. We have our error message too still there. So that's fine. We have our message up here, which is also fine. And this is going to process login, not process register. So we've already started our session here, which is fine. So let's see how our page looks now. So our page now looks like this. Let's add the heading there. The heading is going to be right here. I'm going to use history and just say login. Okay, so our login form, I'm going to add this H3 to my register form too, because right now it's kind of plain right up here. I'm going to add it here and call it register. Okay, so that's fine. Register, login as login. So now I can supply my email and password. So let's just do a basic check and be sure that everything is connecting. I need to firstly create this file. Let's create that file right here. That is process login.php. And then I can say just print out everything that is submitted from that form. It's going to be a post request because it's a login. And then I'm going to add this tag. If I can only type it well. Right, let's test this. Refresh, email, password, login, and I can see everything. But my password is still plain. So let's see how we can make that work. What do I need to do? I need to check if these two fields are supplied. I can use the checks I have on my register page. I can equally just copy that. I also can have my error counter just like I have on that page. I need to start my session just like I have on this page. And then I need to check for email and password that they are not empty. Copy it and bring it right here. And next I need to, well, I don't know if I need to do this. I can decide to do it for email. I think it already works for email there. So next I can check for errors. Um, Let's try this. If there is no error, then echo no errors. Okay, so if there's an error, I'm going back to login page and saying you have these errors in your submission. Actually, I don't need to do this. I can just say, okay, yeah, this is fine. This is fine for now. My error is going to be displayed right here. So let's try this out. Refresh this page. Submit is no errors. Go back, refresh the page, take this out, and try to submit. And it says you have one error in your form. So let's do a little something here. I have one error, but it says one error. That's terrible. So let's find a way to make that work. I'm going to break this string down, and I'm going to add my if statement here and say if error count is greater than 1, I can do this. I can say echo s and terminate that. And then I can continue with the rest of the message down here. Echo blah, 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 blah. So it's going to be, you have such amount of error in your submission. Let's see. So refresh this. Make sure I have just one error. Submit it and it says you have one error. In your submission, where is it? In your submission, it's not echoing. Right, I need to add a bracket here. Okay, so refresh this, try to submit it again, and it says still not working, and I wonder why. So if my error is greater than 1, do this. Otherwise, come down to echo this out. Oh, I shouldn't echo. Sorry about that. Oh, I see why now. So what I can do is to say session message equals to this right here. Okay, because my echo is just printing it out, so it's not going to save it in this message. Actually, it should be session error. It's not going to save it in this session. It's just trying to print it out, which will not work. So what I can do is to separate that message and properly insert the correct message. So if this is the case, then I'm going to add this S. I'm going to add this S to this message I have here. Terminate it. Let's bring it down. And then finally assign this. Well, not finally, but one of the things I'm supposed to do, assign this to that session and continue with this right here. So this is what I'm doing. I'm creating a variable for the session error message. I'm starting by inserting the normal thing that we have. Well, I need to know if it is more than 1. If it's more than 1, then I need to add S to this guy right here, which I just did with this, and then I'm continuing with the message. So let's try this out. Then I assign that message to this. Okay, so let's try it out. Submit, and it says you have 2 errors in your form. So let's try to insert this without this. I expect you to see you have 1 error, and it says you have 1 error in your submission. So we can also do this for our registration page. I'll bring this here, and rather than just having a simple message like this, I'm going to insert that there and just delete this. That should work. Let's test it. If I have 1 error, I should get, you have 1 error. If I have multiple errors, I should get here. Well, I need to refresh. If I have multiple errors, I have 3 errors, which means it works. So going back to our login page now, the next step is to, from here now, carry out certain operations here. Go to our database and check if the user exists, check if their password is correct, and then log them in, send them to the dashboard from there.